Buckeyes need to pick this up, and the Spartans would love to stop them. Braxton Miller will run that way. He's hit. He's hit down. He didn't make it. He is hit down. Didn't make it. Denikos Allen with the play of the night.
Defense, a huge part of Michigan State winning the Big Ten championship. Mike, Stanley, and John here. And let's bring in a special guest now joining us on the phone. He's one of the best defensive players that Michigan State football has seen in a long time. He's Greg Jones, former linebacker, and I had a chance to hang out with him at the Fan Fest we did on Saturday in India. It was really fun, and that was before the game, Greg. After the game, once you got to see your team win the Big Ten title, what was that like for you?
It was a dream come true, you know, and all the things that Coach D preached about and that whole staff that was there my freshman year and their first year at Michigan State, everything that they preached about coming together and seeing all those players grow up and play, really, for me, was just awesome to see. And, you know, it was just a really proud moment for me.
Did you talk to any of the current players, whether it's before the game or after that game?
I talked to Benny. You know, me and Benny got really, really close, and you know, he was actually in my wedding and everything, and we talk all the time, and we talk before the game. And I told him I was just proud of him. I mean, I told him, I said I didn't want to put pressure on him. I told him, you know, no matter what happens, I'm going to be proud of you, and we'll always hang out forever, and we always have a strong relationship. So he was one of the guys that I talked to pre-game, like earlier in the week.
Greg, this is Stan Jackson. I want to give you a congratulations, first of all, for winning the Big Ten championship.
Thank you very much.
And so let's talk about Coach Dantonio and his legacy and what this Big Ten championship game means for him going forward.
It means a lot. It means a lot, you know, because he won it. He beat Ohio State while doing it. And, I mean, that means a lot because when we were there, we had never beaten Ohio State. And it meant a lot for him, you know, especially because, you know, the history he had with Coach Tressel and everything. It just means a lot to him, man. It's a big accomplishment in his career.
Greg, this is John Jansen. The defense has been such a big part of Coach Dantonio's tenure there. What does Pat Narduzzi mean to this team and the defense in general? It was so good when you were there as well.
Oh, wow. I mean, Dudes is the man. You know, we've had so many talks and dinners and just all the time when I was there, and we got to know a lot about each other, and he just means a lot to that team. You know, I think people on that team really feed off of him, obviously, especially the players. I mean, whenever he came down from the box and started coaching on the sideline, you know, we really felt his presence there, and he really motivated us, and ultimately, you know, ended up helping us win that game.
When you watch this team, Greg, who's the unsung hero?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I know you got me. You know what? I'm going to go with the offensive line. I really think I think they don't get a whole lot of credit for their group and what they do. Even with Dan France, a big part of their offensive line going down, they still were able to get the job done late in the game. I think they should be done for hero of the game because of the credit that they don't get.
Greg, Michigan State for so long has not gotten the respect due to them. What do you think the improvement they made this season and obviously the Big Ten championship, do you think that will bring the respect that is due to the Spartans?
Yeah, I do. I think for them having some struggles a little bit early in the season with the quarterback situation, having a young team, I really think they learned, you know, what to do in tough times and how to get through that time, staying together and not pointing the finger, but just putting their nose to the ground and just keep on pushing. I think they understood that what it takes to win, you know, and I think that's the improvement that carries you, you know, and that starts a legacy. And obviously that helped them out in the game.
Well, Greg, let's look 30 days down the road now. Obviously, you're going to the Rose Bowl for the first time in some time. What's the expectation for you and this football team? Can they do it again and play another outstanding game in the Rose Bowl against Stanford?
I think they can. I definitely think they can. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you and say it's going to be an easy task because everyone knows it's not. But it's a tough task. It's going to be some mistakes made, but I think it's how they answer the bell. It's how they answer the bell when you have a block kick and you need a fourth down stop. Who makes that play, you know? And I think they can do that time and time after again when they play in the game in the Rose Bowl.
Coach Dantonio always seems to come up with a trick play in practice. How much does he practice those, and how much do you guys know that those are coming when those happen?
I don't remember practicing a whole lot. It's maybe a few snaps, nothing crazy, and sometimes you don't know. But you'll be on the sideline and you won't know it's coming. So it's very very secret. I think most of the time I only knew because I was a captain. So it wasn't. Yeah, we really sometimes don't even know when he's going to do those trick plays and the goofy names and everything that he does with those. I mean, he has fun with that stuff a little bit and kind of lighten the mood up in practice. But other than that, though, I mean, I don't think it's a real big emphasis for him in the game.
Before we let you go, Greg, you mentioned the fact that he's lighthearted. People who don't know him just see the stoic face and think that's him, but he's sneaky funny. What's your favorite Mark Dantonio story?
My favorite Coach D story is that when he recruited me, he said that I didn't want to go to Michigan State because I was already committed to Minnesota and I wanted the Mall of America, and it's not true. And I want him to know that, and we talk about it all the time. It was only because at the time I made a commitment and that meant something to me. But when Glenn Mason got fired, I was all in at Michigan State, and he knew that. And it's been history since then. But, yeah, that's the only story that always comes to mind that bothers me the most about Coach D.
Avid shopper Greg Jones. Thanks for the time, man. We appreciate it.
No problem, man. Anytime.